Hey everybody, my name is Chin-Ma and I am the founder of cHrp. That's Complete Home Risk Prevention. I actually like to start with just a quick exercise with everybody. For those of you that own a home, raise your hand. Perfect. Now keep your hand raised. For those of you who have had this experience with your home insurance company, which is this. Hello, Jonathan. We've insured you for a few years now, and it's time for your free home health check. Keep your hand raised if you've had that experience. That doesn't happen. A simple home health check. Francis, how many times do you go to the dentist every single year? Once or twice? Once or twice. Once or twice. All right. Kiana, how many times do you get an annual physical? That's right. That's right. True. I was gonna say like once like 2 or 3 years. We all get like our car checked up like every single year. Okay. Our homes, the thing that is probably the most expensive thing that we own for Americans, approximately 60% of their net worth. Right? We don't get regular health checks on our homes, and guess what? That results in a massive problem. A massive problem for the home insurance industry. That's what my company cHrp serves. Okay, the home insurance industry and you all, the people that rose their hands, homeowners, and all of us who aspire to own homes. Okay, this massive problem is a $60 billion problem. Okay, so insurance companies, I want you to think about it. They pay claims, right? They pay claims for what? They pay claims for California wildfires and Hurricane Ida, right? Stuff that you can't avoid, and it's probably why we all buy insurance, but they also pay claims that are avoidable, okay? They are avoidable, but they still pay it. Now, why do they pay it, right? Things such as your water heater becoming too old and breaking, so you have to take a cold shower. Things such as your water supply line rusting and corroding and blowing up, and your entire bathroom is flooded, and it drips down to your kitchen on your first floor. They pay those claims. Why do they pay those claims? It's pretty simple. Okay? They assess risk in 2 different points of the insurance experience. They assess risk when you buy the insurance, okay? And when you buy the insurance, you fill out an application, they say, well, you know what, should I insure Dana Blade's home? And they say, yes. And they insure you for years and years and years. They don't come back and they don't say, hey, should we check your home? They only assess risk after you file the claim. Okay? And throughout the lifetime of your insurance relationship with that insurance company, they don't check up on the health of it, and that's why they pay $15 billion every single year. So we have thought about that process, and we've created a set of technologies to solve it. It's a home inspection in a box platform that helps insurance companies reduce their losses. It's simple. A home inspection app, something that you can use yourself to go and check up on the things that you don't look at, right? When was the last time you bought a TV, Kurt? This past year. When was the last time, Miss Blades, you bought some nice Chinaware? A while did you have some. And when was the last time you took a look behind your toilet and just looked at that plumbing in all its glory? Probably never, right? So we built a home inspection app to help you do that. And then also AI to scale, because you don't know what you're looking at. Hell, I don't even know what I'm looking at. But we have artificial intelligence to take a look at it for you to be able to say, hey, is it good or is it bad? And then we help insurance companies identify if it's good or if it's bad. And if it's bad, to help you say, hey, Ms. Blades, we will help subsidize the fix of this product. When you fix it, I will reduce your premiums because God knows you don't like paying home insurance premiums, and reduce your deductibles. Okay? In the end, it helps them reduce losses and gives you a damn good experience. Our client has used our product. As a matter of fact, we've actually deployed it in a manual sense over the past 4 years. There's a lot of insurance information on here. But the one thing that you should know is the benefit. The benefit is $60 million annually in unadulterated earnings. $60 million for an insurance company that's a couple miles north of here. And relatively speaking, it's a mid-sized insurance company, okay? For the likes of State Farm, the largest insurance company in the United States, about 30 times that size, okay? Yes, that's about $1.8 billion in benefit that my company will be able to deliver to State Farm. And this doesn't exist. Okay, I spent a lot of time at Deloitte when I found out this process, which was, oh my goodness, like check up on the health of your home. What a novel idea. Come on, these big insurance companies must have focused on it some way, somehow. And I went to ask everybody, all of my clients, Farmers, State Farm, Allstate, Progressive, and none of them focused on when an insurance is held. They all focused on when it's bought and when a claim is filed. And guess what every single one of my competitors focused on too? When the insurance is bought and when a claim is filed. That leaves room for CHrp to save insurance companies $15 billion in the United States alone. But what makes us unique? And I want to dive in a little bit deep here because, you know, it's not just about looking at things inside of a home, right? It's about bridging insurance and technology with construction expertise, okay? So I talked a little bit about the technology that we have, which is artificial intelligence that looks at images and says, hey, this is a toilet plumbing. And within the toilet plumbing, the example that I will give is the toilet coupler. Okay, the coupler, the little tiny thing that connects the water line to the toilet tank, right? And what we look for are construction problems. And what are the construction problems? Because all of these couplers, they say you need to install it through hand screw only. And a lot of people believe tighter is better, so what they do, they actually use a metal tool and they try to clamp it tight, real tight. And what we look for are the tiny little ridges that the metal tool leaves behind, because you know what happens is that it results in a undue pressure to the plastic structure that causes it to crack and eventually break. So when you go home tonight, go look at your toilet couplers and check if there are tiny little ridges on the side, because if there are, you should replace them. Like we envision a future where you get a little chirp chirp every single year and it says, Kiana, it is time for your annual home inspection. And we don't want you to go and like do 45 different things. We checked up your home last year and we noticed 2 inspection points that had some slight issues. A little bit of rust where we didn't say to go and change things. Can you go and retake these 2 photos, please? You retake those 2 photos and you get a health of your home report. And that health of your home report goes and says, hey, Kiana, you know what? This time, you need to change this water supply line, but we've already served up the 3 5-star plumbers that are in your area, and we know you're a busy lady. And so, you know what? Go and schedule some time when this plumber is ready, and they'll bring over the product, and they'll also bring their services to your home and help you fix that product. That's the vision for the future, in my opinion, is to actually create that kind of an experience in a way that's incredibly affordable. So it's going to cost you 50 cents a month. It'll be a subscription fee.
I vote that the cHrp ought to be in the presentation.
Yeah. Like I always think about it like with my own experience too, right? So I have a 2-bedroom, 1-bath apartment in New York City. Right? Before I had this business, actually, I never actually took a look behind my own toilet. We actually use it in my demos because I'm like, look at how bad this is, boom, and look at my AI go. But the overarching point is, if my bathroom floods, my life is disrupted, right? If I had a child, like we would probably have to live in go live in a hotel for a couple weeks, and they can't go on the school bus. I got to take them to school every morning. It affects my work, so on and so forth. But like, not only is there the whole nuance of, like taking care of your likely most valuable asset, but also like taking care of things that just may like disrupt your life. And I think this is one of the biggest things that cHrp is actually going to do for homeowners And it's going to give insurance companies, right, a reason to go and say, let me build a better relationship with Dana Blades, man. Not like, oh, I don't want to talk to her until she has to file a claim. Like, that's the kind of relationship insurance companies should have with you. And if you are able to do this in a way that it's actually monetarily like feasible for them, they'll pay for it, and they'll also reduce your premiums, and they'll also help to subsidize the things that you need to fix to maintain your own property.
I think at the end of the day, the insurance companies themselves will have to be the ones pushing it rather than insurance. And that's
Right.
what they're working.
So before you buy insurance, like if you're applying, the insurance company can do anything. It's like, I require you to do a home inspection, all that kind of stuff, right? But when you have bought your insurance policy, there are very few states in this entire country, only Florida, only California because of the wildfires, like have provisions where an inspection would actually result in a decline of coverage or an excessive increase in premium. In other words, there are consumer protection laws in place in every single state that say insurance companies can't do that. We just assume that they're going to be punitive, but they can't actually do it. And so, like, they haven't really gotten over the fact that, like, oh my God, if I went, like, I don't think my insured actually wants to go and have a conversation with you. No, your insured does not realize that you legally, you, the insurance company, legally cannot decline coverage based on a pre-existing condition if they already write your coverage, right? And then the second thing is, when we've implemented this at this company, they tried the punitive route. Thou shalt. And then like the insured's just like, dude, F off. Then they took a nicer route where it's just like, hey man, like we're in this together. Like let us help you fix it. And by the way, we're going to help subsidize it. But what they found is they've have switched on people in their book of business. People that are like, oh, I should be looking at my toilet plumbing, Ms. Blades. And, you know, from then, these people just became like, you know, maintained their health of their home better. They also were able to identify people, new people that they wanted inside of their book. So they underwrote those people much faster, and they're just becoming more and more. It's like a flywheel, right? It just becomes more and more profitable.
Did you guys get your questions and thoughts out?
Well, I had one, just
Yeah.
the time commitment for the homeowner to do that annual inspection. I know you
Right.
said,